Second down at 5, fake to Robinson. And now it's Robinson who makes the catch out of the backfield. Picks up a Falcons first down and more. Still going inside the 10. Touchdown!
Algier is now in there. They give Robinson a break for a moment. And Algier is trying to slice, and he does! Oh, he's dishing out punishment! Algier! Touchdown!
Hand off to Tyler Algier, the power back, who muscles through and bangs into the end zone. And the Falcons draw first blood. A 1st and 5. Robinson off the right side, breaks free. Bijan Robinson spinning down the sideline, still going. Can they catch him? They cannot. Touchdown, Falcons, 81 yards.
Charlie Werner, 89, essentially plays so much fullback role for this Falcons team. Next to Penix and protecting. Robinson, edge, first down. Bijan Robinson, touchdown at
3. It's Robinson, and he breaks 2 tackles. Oh my! What a rugged run that was!
Second and goal. It is Algier. And Algier is in for a Falcons touchdown. The handoff. Robinson cuts to the outside and takes it in for a Falcons touchdown.
On the ground. To the outside. Into the end zone. Brian Robinson for the Bijan Robinson for the touchdown. So Robinson puts it in, and all of a sudden the 14-point game is on the cusp of going to 7.
Good for this Atlanta team. Last week they were eliminated from the playoffs, and we were talking to them this week. But what's the fight like in this team? What's do they still want to go out and compete? We've seen that on display this entire game. Good job of setting the edge there, and good vision.
See if they feed him again, maybe out of the backfield. Yes, indeed. Catch and run. Robinson is gone. Arizona's native son scores against the Cardinals.
Draft, and he's a promising player.
Here's Robinson, right side. Nice cutback. He's gone. Can anybody catch him?
Not tonight.
McCreary chasing. Won't get there. Touchdown, Atlanta. 93 yards. Second and goal. Montgomery gets it. And no call. They're saying he's short. Now the other official says touchdown. The near official said he didn't get it. The far official came in and calls touchdown. And let's just make sure. What a drive that was. And he's in.
That's as good as it gets. I mean, it's good no matter who you're playing, but when you're playing on the road against this Ravens defense, 98 yards, that's pretty impressive. That's a good call. You see the ball in the left arm, and Sam Laporta, he leads the way, and then you got St. Brown. He's helping try to make a block as well.
They pitch to Gibbs. Touchdown!
It's what they're used to. It's the way they're built.
Now Montgomery, he's going to break. David Montgomery is in for the touchdown. Back. Takes the snap. He'll throw. End zone touchdown. Brock Wright as Montgomery back. Laporta in motion. Swing it out to Gibbs with blockers in front. Gibbs weaving through traffic. Inside the 5. Fights his way to the goal line. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs! Touchdown Lions!
Glad I'm not a DB.
Right up the gut. There goes Gibbs. Foot race. Winfield can't get there. Touchdown Lions. First and goal from the 5. Why not? Gibbs again. Spinning touchdown.
Montgomery running up the middle and right in. Touchdown, Lions. Goff on second down, over the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Get it out there. The second was commit to this running game between the tackles, which has opened up everything else. And Jahmyr Gibbs going for a touchdown.
Gibbs takes it all the way. 0. Right, the blown leads have been well documented. There's Gibbs. Belton couldn't bring him down. Holland chasing after him. And Jahmyr Gibbs is into the end zone for a Lions touchdown, 49.
Keep watching that.
There's Gibbs on first down. Jahmyr Gibbs across midfield. One man to beat. Inside the 20, the 10. Touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. In overtime. Remember, the Giants will have an opportunity. Gibbs takes it 69 yards.
Now he gets it. Looking to run. Right side. Montgomery. Rocks in. Touchdown, Detroit.
Second and goal. Through the middle. Gibbs into the end zone for a Lions touchdown. This is gigantic. Second and 10. Montgomery breaking tackles. Inside the 10, he goes to the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, yeah. He's as fast as they come. Second down and 7. Gibbs. You can only bottle him up so long. Touchdown. Gibbs the back. Give it to him to the outside. Blocking. And into the end zone he goes. Tristan Colon led the way.
Situation here. They are going to run it. Montgomery is in. Wow, it was a really patient run. Pressure. Goff zips it underneath. It is caught. It's going to be a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs is in.
Here from San Francisco.
And here it comes. Mac Jones in a clean pocket. Floats it from McCaffrey. Makes the catch. Touchdown, San Francisco. Picture perfect throw from Mac Jones. Purdy. Shovel. McCaffrey. Navigating to the end zone for the touchdown. Playing good football.
In a 16-minute beatdown, and the pass is caught by McCaffrey for the touchdown. And plenty of 49er fans are here.
All the timeout. First and goal from the 1. McCaffrey inside into the end zone. You get the gifts. They close it out. And here he is on the run inside, pushing the pile to the goal line, in for the touchdown. Have a day, have a night. CMC.
This lineup card. 12th play of the drive. Williams the block. McCaffrey touchdown. First down and 10. And the call here. Pooney with the block, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. 18-yard touchdown run. Brian Robinson, first as a 49er.
The 7th game today, but
Third and goal, McCaffrey. With a block by McKivitz and a block in there by Pooney. Touchdown. Another one. Second today for McCaffrey.
Play number 13 on this drive. Toss to McCaffrey. Gets blocking and a touchdown.
Well, it's a double team right in the front. Brindle's the one that gets up on the linebacker, and McCaffrey goes right off his backside to get into the end zone. Excellent job by the point of attack by the offense.
Run stopper.
Can they do it again, or is it McCaffrey? It's McCaffrey. Got a penalty marker thrown on the play as well as CMC takes it in.
Purdy. He's got his guy, and guess who? McCaffrey. And they snap it instead on 3rd down and goal. Wide open, McCaffrey gets it instead.
First and goal, use check in motion, leading the way from McCaffrey to the edge, to the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. CMC TD.
So you're going to get the same motion here, and then instead of the cutback lane, now they're going to stay outside zone on this play and come up with a touchdown.
Sky Moore again, little trickery. Juwan Jennings, who's thrown it before. Going deep, McCaffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, 49ers.
To approach the running back, or excuse me, Jennings. And then who else? Christian McCaffrey.
Steps up. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's McCaffrey.
Williams, the running back, 1st and goal, Cowboys. And Dak gives to Williams, left side, into the end zone for the season's first touchdown. Prescott gives to Williams inside for the touchdown. 2 drives, 2 Javonte Williams 1-yard touchdown runs.
Call it every time. First down from the 30. Handoff to Javonte Williams. Squeezed his way through. End zone ahead. Dallas takes the lead.
Direct snap. Williams in for the touchdown. There is a flag down. The flag down on the near side.
Hats off to them. They've done a great job here in the first half.
Couple of tight ends in. Back to Williams. Running right. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboy. Crashing in for 6.
That's it.
Dak, drop it off. Easy walk-in touchdown, Javonte Williams.
For Lamb, who sits out this play, 2nd and 1. They've got the first, and look out. Here goes Davis. Malik Davis to the end zone, and the Cowboys take the lead. Okay, here I'm going for it. 3rd and goal. Can they convert here? Prescott looking around, in trouble. He flips it to Williams for the touchdown at the last moment. Javonte was open and waiting for it. Last week, we saw
2nd down and goal. Give it to him, and into the end zone he goes. And for the exclamation point, he's now at 1,000 yards for the season.
Yeah, you get behind Tyler Smith. He's one of the more...
On a give, Williams ripping through for the touchdown.
Blue up the middle. Blue the burst. His first NFL touchdown. 2nd down and goal to go for Dallas. The handoff to Phil Maffa. He's into the end zone for his first NFL touchdown. It was Jaden Blue. Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. And they're going to keep it conservative for Myers. Walker on the run. He may bust a touchdown. He will.
Him where the fight is. Here's Walker. Kenneth Walker fighting forward and stretching for the goal line. He is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And they are pouring it on early at Lumen Field. Walker following his fullback, Oots, and Walker is in again for a touchdown.
Keep it on the ground. And does he get in? Yes, with that second effort. Zach Charbonnet hit by Thompson.
Up there right now. Charbonnet blocked by Lucas. The broken tackle at the 5. He broke the tackle of Burke. Charbonnet the back.
And now you change up the personnel group that you bump back behind your 5.
It's Charbonnet. Hurdling. Diving. Touchdown! The second rushing touchdown today by Seattle.
6 for the Seahawks. Charbonnet again. Over the left side. Breaks the tackle. Gallup's free. Touchdown. First one of the day for the Seahawks offense.
Goal MVP. Second down and goal. Charbonnet into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And the ball off here. Walker. Kenneth Walker inside the 40. Kenneth Walker is out in front. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Handed Charbonnet. The power of Charbonnet to the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And 13. Handoff. Charbonnet rips through for the touchdown. Huge day for Zach Charbonnet.
3rd down and 2. Charbonnet. He's got it and plenty more. Touchdown, Seattle. Here's Walker. Cuts back. Kenneth Walker is in. Touchdown, Seahawks. On 1st down, Kenneth Walker again to the left. Sprinted through. Walker's got another. Touchdown, Seattle. Walker looking for the trifecta. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Walker gets it again. Tries to sprint to the edge. He's so fast. He gets there. Touchdown, Seattle.
Nakua shifting. They'll give it to him. And he's got it and then some. Nakua is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rams.
The one problem for the Rams in the first half, they couldn't score once they got into the red zone. Here they go to Kyron Williams. He's in for the touchdown. Play action, one play. Sitting behind it.
7 plays on this drive, all passes, 8 for 8, open and dancing and prancing into the end zone goes Kyron Williams for a touchdown.
Handoff, Williams is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. First and goal. Run play. Bang it away. Touchdown, Rams. Williams puts it in to take the lead.
Here's Corum. He's been a workhorse on this drive. He takes it into the end zone for a Rams touchdown. Remain with the 3 tight ends, 13 personnel as Kyron Williams takes it in for a Rams touchdown. On 1st down, it's Corum. Blake Corum inside the 30, and he is going to take this all the way 48 yards for another Rams.
Kyron Williams gets it right up the middle and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Reception, 2nd in yards, and he's going off. They're going to run it here. Corum to the outside, and it's a touchdown.
He has it. And he gets spun down, and he is in for the touchdown. So the crowd goes silent as Corum puts it in on the first play after the pick. The return was 56 yards for Wallace.
Obviously the interception sets this up. The offense does their job and finishes this off. You can see the reach just enough there to be able to break the plane and get the touch.
Becomes Devontae Adams time. Stafford has Williams. Kyron Williams puts the Rams back in front. 13 yards.
It's on the ground. Williams to the end zone for the touchdown. Kyron Williams patiently waits. Finds the end zone to cap a 14-play drive.
Down in that play.
First and goal for the 5. Inside of 9 to go. Kyron Williams bouncing to the outside. Williams to the end zone. The Rams take the lead.
Stafford looking, floats when Williams wide open and he scores. Touchdown Rams.
39 left in regulation. Swift to the outside, in for the Chicago touchdown.
They just got it away, and it's Swift with a catch, and still going. DeAndre Swift veers into the end zone. From the eye, Swift, cut back, hops into the end zone, touchdown Chicago. Manungai to the end zone, and there's his first NFL touchdown.
The other side of the line of scrimmage today against the Bears. Bears approaching 200 yards. They got more. It's Brown breaking free, and he's in for the Chicago touchdown.
Komet, the tight end in there as a fullback to lead the way from Manungai, who's got a seam, and he's got a touchdown. Kyle Manungai carrying the momentum from Cincy back in front of his home fans.
First and goal, Manungai gets it and walks in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Handoff. Manungai. He's a hammer. Touchdown, Bears. Don't even need the fourth down. Just follow that interior.
Williams to Swift. Touchdown. What a drive. He punched the ball into the seats. He's carried 6 times for 43 yards. They went. Here's Manungai. In he goes for the touchdown. They can't stop him. Good block by Jonah.
On first and goal, it's Swift. Nice cutback. Has a lane to the edge. Touchdown, Chicago. Handoff Swift. Got a block, cuts it back. Swift struggling. Inside the 5. The high kick into the end zone for the touchdown.
Third and goal. DeAndre Swift to the edge. Cuts it inside for the touchdown. The music performance between quarters now at full light as Swift gets up to full speed and scores a touchdown. DeAndre Swift.
On the ground. Swift. Can he get into the end zone? He can.
Down a goal. Dowdle. He got in. Touchdown, Carolina. Trevor Etienne in motion. Fake it to Dowdle. Young's got a shuffle. Steps up, throws. Wide open man is Dowdle. And he's going to take it to the end zone against his former team. Touchdown, Carolina. And the Panthers lead. Difference between the two penalties. It's about a yard difference in this area of the field. Now it's Dowdle right back into the game and right back into the end zone. His second of the day. And the Panthers extend the lead.
1, 2.
Only 2 pumps, but apparently that's enough for the flag.
It's the old Key and Peele.
The old Key and Peele sketch.
He's led the league. Goes back to him. Rico Dowdle is in for a Carolina touchdown. Just like that, Panthers with the lead. I was wondering.
4. Panthers have been bottom quarter of the league in third down conversions. Done it twice on this drive. Trying to do it again with Hubbard. Big hole. There he goes. Big play to the Hubbard touchdown.
They'll motion Tremble, hand it for Dowdle, changing direction, trying to break down the door. Rico Dowdle is in, touchdown.
Here comes Hubbard, straight into the end zone for the Panther touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, straight ahead, over the goal line, touchdown Carolina, Panthers lead.
Get it in. We'll see what Tampa Bay has in mind. Hot in motion. They are going to run it. And no signal yet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White.
Handoff. Bouncing outside. It's Tucker. Tucker. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now in his third year with the team. On a give for Tucker. Tucker's got blockers. Tucker is going down the sideline. And Tucker is gone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tristan Wirfs, key block. 101 yards on the ground. Shotgun. Mayfield's going to throw for it, and he's got his man in stride. Sean Tucker breaks away for the touchdown. What a day!
On 2nd and 5, it's Bucky Irving. Got a block. Towards the goal line. In for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's his first of the year. Back in the lineup.
Bucky Irving, the back. Mayfield, the fake. Here comes Young. There goes the pass to Irving. He's got blockers ahead. Feeney is there. The 5. Touchdown! Bucky Irving! Feeney leads the way. First and goal. Tucker the call. Dives. Touchdown! And the Buccaneers have reclaimed the lead.
Hand the ball off and into the end zone goes Sean Tucker.
That's not even fair.
No, it's 6.
Just holding. Fresh set of downs. And Sean Tucker will glide into the end zone untouched for a Buccaneer score.
Balanced offense.
Give it to him again. And into the end zone he goes.
Second down, Jacobs bounces to the outside, cuts it up inside. Terrific finish on the touchdown run.
And Jacobs here, crawling in, touchdown. It's 2nd down 7, and Jacobs, oh, look it, right down the middle. Touchdown for the 2nd time today, Josh Jacobs.
Handoff, Jacobs, he's in, and it's a 1-point game. Now, wait a second, did that ball come out before he broke the plane? Christian Roseboom came flying in. Panthers are claiming they have the ball. It looked like Jacobs was right at the goal line. And they're going to rule it short. 4th down and goal. It was ruled short.
Yeah, so you see him right there. Does the ball look right there? Does the tip of the ball touch the white of the goal line? I think it does. I think he's in.
And you're outside of 2 minutes, so the challenge flag has to be thrown here by Matt LaFleur. Had it been inside of 2 minutes, it'd be an automatic review from upstairs.
Yeah, that's where
the previous play that was runner was short of the goal line is being challenged by Green Bay and is under review.
That's one of the advantages of being at home. The Jumbotron showed a really good look. You can see the ball right here come out of the pile. He's laying on top of a bunch of bodies. He is clearly off the ground, and that's a touchdown.
Packs a lot, whether or not they're able to get a touchdown or if they have to try to settle for 3. Jacobs bends it back and fights his way for the touchdown. Wow.
I might run something fast. Love looking downfield, lofting to the end zone. It's Jacobs with the catch. Oh my goodness. What a grab by the running back.
Line play, but this is not a wide receiver. This is a running back. 1, 2. That is a touchdown. Jacobs showing off.
Yeah.
With some Randy Moss hands right here. Wow.
I don't know if you remember, but he couldn't get a touchdown reception.
Remember? Yeah,
anything.
exactly.
For years. That streak ended not too long ago, but man, that looked like a play that pass interference. Meanwhile, Jacobs, no one near him, taken off. Jacobs to the end zone for his longest touchdown run of the season.
3rd and goal. It is Jacobs plowing up the middle. Josh Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
It's a good compliment just like that.
Gets it again to the edge. Krosky Merritt is in. Touchdown, Washington. Gonna give it to Samuel. End around. Looking for blocks. Gets him. Samuel is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Moore in motion. Straight ahead run. And tough yard. Still on his feet. Jeremy McNichols. I don't think they're going to get him. And he is in for the Washington touchdown. Second and long. Here's the handoff here. Krosky Merritt has a wall. He is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Take the lead. Rodriguez up the middle to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
That's how bad the Giants' rush defense has been this year. Up the middle, all the way into the end zone on cue. Krosky Merritt, 6.
They keep on pounding away. Krosky Merritt stacked up again by Jordan Davis. Second effort to the goal line. And he is.
It depends when they say his forward.
He's in. Yeah. He was out. He was in. He's in officially. Well, initial surge was.
These games happen in front of you. Oh, you're studying that?
I think when I'm looking at the
Krosky Merritt.
That's a great sight to see. Krosky Merritt. Let's go.
Cue for the long touchdown. Johnson, Rodriguez, and that is a touchdown.
Scadaboo still at running back. He's got it straight ahead for the New York touchdown and his first in the NFL. Giants back in front. Cam Scadaboo back in the building where he started in the Big 12 championship less than a year ago.
20 yards away. There's Neighbors. The Giants' big threat. 1st and 10 for the 14. Scadaboo inside. Scadaboo to the goal line. In for the touchdown. Oh!
A lot. Here's Scadaboo to the end zone. Touchdown. Himself. He'll give it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo, second effort. Does he get in? One official said short, the other one says touchdown. So on the near side, he signaled touchdown, but you see the other official coming in and saying he's short. That dart jumps in the air. He thinks it's a touchdown. Clete Blakeman says...
in the field is that the runner's progress will stop just short of the goal line. It will be second down.
That's what he says.
There it is. Look at it. He's going right through Zach Bond. Oh, that's a touchdown, right? I mean, I don't know what we're looking at.
After replay assist, the ruling of the field is a touchdown.
There it is. Yep. Replay does not lie. Gets it across before he stopped. Scadaboo. He is in. Touchdown.
Dart, Thomas the block.
Off to the running back, Scatterboo. There was a block inside. He's going to stiff arm his way in. Touchdown, Giants. Scatterboo with a catch and run.
Third defense is #1 in the NFL on third down defense.
Crazy, a big hole. Galloping. Touchdown. Touchdown, Giants. A burst of 31 yards. A stunning display. And the Giants.
Another blitz. Dart protected throw. It is caught for the touchdown. Dart beat the blitz. Scatterboo on the receiving end. The Giants are in for 6.
Robinson in motion. Give it to Singletary. On the cut. Penetrates and scores. What an opening drive for the Giants behind Jameis and company. They load up the backfield. They give it to Singletary, and he's in. This game is tied. Second of the day.
I give so much love to this Giants offensive line right now. They've done an incredible job of just denting this defense in the middle, getting great push for this run game. They've got about 60 yards rushing, 0 sacks, only 4 pressures on the quarterback. They've really played a complete game against what is arguably one of the better defensive fronts in all of football.
They use the ground game heavily on that drive, including
30-7. Direct snap. They fake a reverse. Singletary. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants.
Hold those guys back, right? When they have that type of mindset.
Dart hands it off.
Let that guy run.
Tracy to the goal line. Touchdown. First and goal. Chapman with the lead block on the play, and they take it in. Touchdown. And they're expecting the ball to come out quicker than what it did.
McCarthy. Pass is caught. Spinning grab by Aaron Jones. And somehow, some way, the Minnesota Vikings are on top.
It could be here in a second. 28 as Mason is in for another Minnesota touchdown. First and goal. Give Mason in for a second touchdown.
Wentz will step up and throw to the end zone. It's a touchdown. First for Xavier Scott in his NFL career. And first of the day for Minnesota.
It's a great job. You see the wide receiver background by Scott. Was a wide receiver in college. Let's see, does he keep his feet in on the back line? From that angle, it looks like he did. It's a great picture right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's in. I think there's some yellow that you can see between his white cleat. Let's see, does his heel stay up? I mean, my eyes are going. You tell me. To me, that looks like a touchdown.
I'm with you. And I think with the call being touchdown, this
can be a great picture there. Yeah, so yeah, that right heel never goes down in the white. Again, to see a running back. They're going to go for 2. A running back that has that wide receiver.
Are going to be open. Gain of 20. This is Cam Akers. He throws wide open. Touchdown, Josh Oliver.
It's up to Jordan Mason in the backfield. They go 3 tight ends.
He's got to come set. Remember, he's got to come set. He does.
Wildcat snap. It is Mason to the left. Can he win the race there? He looked to be short. Zach. And in motion and curls for the block. And Mason goes the other way. Misdirection, touchdown, Minnesota.
College. Tyler Shuck down in New Orleans. 42 starts in college. That certainly benefits guys.
Get tricky here. Jordan Addison turns on the speed. Look out. Addison. Can he get there? Forced toward the sideline. Touchdown.
Rattler was 8 of 12 last year inside the red zone. It makes life easier when he gives it to Kamara, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
In the first 3 games.
Kendre Miller finds an opening, and Miller still on his feet at the 5. Miller, touchdown! A page out of Shakir's book. Kendre Miller into the end zone, an 18-yard run.
Taysom Hill now takes the direct snap. He's got a convoy. Hill in, touchdown.
Inside the 5, they're 2 for 7 this year. Neal hunting the end zone, touchdown.
Estime bounces off a bunch of tacklers, and there he goes! Estime! Touchdown! Another one for the highlight reel.
They're going to roll the pocket. They shovel it to Connor. Connor into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Four-man rush. Catch is made. Can he get to the end zone? Yes. Amari DiMercato.
The direct snap to Dortch. DiMercato a block. He'll slice in for 6. Touchdown, Arizona. Dortch with the running touchdown, his 4th rush of the season. First touchdown on the ground, and a 4-yard touchdown run will put the Cardinals on the board for the first time this afternoon.
Well, Brissett's lined up to the right as a wide receiver. As you said, Dortch is in the backfield, direct snap.
Wilson.
2nd and 3. Pressure from Nelson. He gets away. Brissett on the run. Throwing on the run. It's Bam Knight, and it's an Arizona touchdown. Outstanding.